So I was just thinking, you know how there's always those questions of if you could go back and do it again, or what would you tell your 18-year-old self? All of those things, right? What would you do differently? I feel like I'm getting that now. I get to redo my life. Yeah, I'm not a teenager anymore. This time it's going to be better because I have all these lessons. I have all these tools in my belt. I have love and belief in myself, which I didn't have as much then. I mean, when I was 21 years old, I fled the state. I was like, peace, getting out of here. I literally got accepted into the French Culinary Institute. And this was even before I met Sebastian's dad. But I went to New York. I went to Jersey for the summer. And was there almost the whole summer. And I went by myself. Took a couple of planes and a couple of buses because I actually didn't know where I was going. I was going to stop in North Carolina for a little while. And then that kind of fell through. So the itinerary was already set. So it was just, okay, take another plane and then take a bus. And then a train. Like, it was the most random, crazy trip. And I had never traveled ever by myself. And I just did it. And we didn't have cell phones. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. Well, I had a cell phone, but it wasn't active kind of thing. Because I had a cell phone before I left. But beside the point, it was before cell phones were really popular. This is in 2001, before the towers went down. And sure, I was scared. But I just, from one point to the next, from one point to the next, from one point to the next. And that's all I thought of. I wasn't really concerned about anything else. I remember on part of the trip, I was running out of battery for my Walkman. My CD Walkman. And I had discovered that I could not hit the skip, but I could just let it play and it would go. Like on very little battery, because you had to have like double A's at the time, or triple A's, I can't remember. It was probably double. But that was my biggest worry, was that I was going to run out of music. Oh, wow. It's crazy. And I stayed there with my friend, Lindsay, and her roommates. And I went and found a job. Didn't really work it because I ended up leaving, but, you know, just did it. Well, I got nothing. I had nothing then. I mean, yeah, I came home to some stuff, you know, that my dad had saved and still had, but I mean, I fled everything because I had to move out of the apartment that I was in with Dad. He went to jail. I was staying with my uncle for a minute, and then my cousin, and then I left. Then I moved what I had into Scott's and left. And I did not really come home to stay 4 years not to live. 'Cause then I went to Texas and then Vegas and then California and then finally back here. So I get a do-over. Who says you can't? Yeah, I can't go back to what I was when I was a kid, when I was 20, 21. And I'm getting that body back that I had. I'm getting my health better than I ever did before. And taking life serious. And I do want a van, and I do want to travel with these cats. And I do want to write, and I do want to, I don't know, just live a cool life. I want to see things. I want to go on adventures. I don't want to have a life that I have to pay so much money for. I want something very simple now. You know, I want to work towards going to have adventures and go to concerts and festivals and plays and the arts, and then write my story along the way. But this time, I have so many lessons, and this time, I know how to ask for help. I don't know any step that is in front of me anymore. I sort of deal with it now as it comes. It's crazy like that too, because I don't know. Can you have a do-over? I don't know. I don't know if I care anymore what people think. I get tickles in my throat, and it's windy. It was raining. I finally got a job working at McDonald's, and I'm actually really excited about it. I'm nervous that I won't be physically able and that I'll need to take breaks. I'm not ashamed at all to say that I work at McDonald's. Not one bit. It's paying me $1 less than I was making at Home Harmony Health. And they'll pay for tuition after 90 days. Hello, mister. They will, you know, I get 1 meal a day. That right there, the way food prices are, I will be making the same amount. And they are all over the world. All over the world. So, you know, I think the one I'll be working for has 25 McDonald's here in Utah. But I felt like home when I met my new manager. I think she saw herself in me. I needed a second chance, and I will be the best employee for you. I know how to be a good employee. I know how to work for things. I know how to be passionate about things and know what I need. I don't always show it, but I know. And I have to. This time, you know, there's no one coming to save me. This save right here at my aunt's, you know, this is my chance to finally be on my own and make something of myself and be there for myself. Excuse me. Really, truly be there for myself. So, and for the cats. And I'm not giving up. Not this time.